Pathway to Careers math curriculum helps all students attain a successful future through career-connected learning. Each math lesson provides a unique learning experience that engages students in learning math skills and concepts using examples from multiple industries, such as healthcare and construction. By providing these authentic, meaningful connections, we demonstrate how necessary and useful math is and give students a purpose for learning math. Students develop a more substantial interest in the content by connecting learning to the real world. In fact, research shows us that students with greater exposure to career-connected learning are more likely to graduate from high school, enroll in a 2-year college, be employed, and earn higher wages. P2C provides curricula that support career readiness for all students. When students are provided with tools to make learning relevant and applicable, their motivation, performance, retention, and interest increase as they are able to see the why behind the what. The Pathway to Careers math curriculum was developed in alignment with math standards to address the natural progression of mathematical concepts. The overall intent of the curriculum is to provide students with the foundation, as well as motivation, for successfully using mathematics after the completion of their secondary school education. Each course is divided into chapters, where each chapter groups key concepts into a coherent unit. Chapters are divided into lessons, each with a focus area, and are organized by a logical progression. For all courses, 2 types of lessons are integrated to provide the mathematical content and the career focus. Pathway to Careers curriculum introduces math concepts through the lens of more than 650 authentic high-value careers. P2C is comprised of 2 types of lessons: math exploration and math application. In math exploration lessons, students learn foundational math skills and concepts while exploring how they connect to multiple careers. These skills are carried forward into the math application lessons. In the application lessons, students work through real-world scenarios by applying math within the context of a single career. These lessons give students a deeper understanding of the connection between the occupation and the concept. The intent and structure of each of these lesson types are consistently maintained throughout the 4 courses to provide students continuity as they progress through the entire curriculum. All lessons intentionally follow the same lesson sequence, which supports building classroom routines. Math exploration lessons are comprised of the following sections: Did you know, with a consider this situation, the lesson objective, math essentials, examples, build your skills, career preparation practice, and career preparation check. Though the number of sections for math essentials, examples, and build your skills may differ between lessons depending on the complexity of the lesson objective, all math application lessons are comprised of the same sections. There is a career overview, the lesson objective, math essentials, step into the career, on the job, career spotlight practice, and career spotlight check. Though the number of sections for math essentials, step into the career, and on the job may differ between lessons depending on the complexity of the lesson objective, the order and structure of the lesson remains consistent. Each section within the lesson serves to engage students in different ways. The career overview sections serve to provide or activate background knowledge of the careers before diving into how math concepts apply. It allows students to learn more about a high-value career that may be of interest. In these sections, students learn about the responsibilities and tasks of the career, as well as the educational requirements to attain it. By identifying the career cluster and career pathway, students can learn more about the industry. The potential employers, salary projections, and career outlooks show students the projected future of the career. Because the data presented in the digital lessons is dynamic, students and teachers will see the data associated with their state for the career. Videos describe the roles and responsibilities with clips of on-the-job footage. Pathway to Careers also offers career stories that showcase real people discussing their authentic career narratives. These videos highlight the lived experiences of individuals discussing their personal career journeys. Learning goals and objectives are clearly established in every lesson in the lesson objectives section, so that students understand what they should be able to do upon completion of the lesson. In the application lessons, the lesson objective also shows how the math concepts of the lesson connects with the specified career. The Math Essentials sections introduce students to topics of the lesson, including key vocabulary, prior knowledge, and other math skills. Because all of the lessons are digital, students engage with interactive components throughout the lesson, such as the flashcard here. After learning the math essentials, students step into the career. In these sections, students are presented with a problem that an employee in the spotlighted career may face. Once students have considered the problem, a plan is created in the Devise a Plan section, and then executed in the Walk Through the Solution section. Students gain valuable insight into the critical thinking skills and mathematical conceptual understanding as they analyze the problem, then plan next steps before ultimately solving it. After analyzing a problem, devising a plan, and walking through the solution in the Step into the Career sections, students have the opportunity to apply their skills in the on-the-job sections. The problems presented are real-world based scenarios of how math concepts are used on the job. These application questions are similar to the ones completed in the Step into the Career section. Notice the same career is integrated throughout the lesson. Both the Career Spotlight Practice and the Career Spotlight Check sections cover material from the entire lesson through real-world, age-appropriate application problems. The Career Spotlight Practice section contains mostly open-ended questions so that students can explain their mathematical conceptual understanding in their own words as they apply the knowledge. The Career Spotlight Check section utilizes question types such as multiple choice, matching, and ordering. In this way, students are exposed to a wide variety of question types. The order and structure of the lesson remains consistent. Each section within the lesson serves to engage students in different ways. The Did You Know sections give students examples of where the skill is applied within a specific occupation. There are numerous instances of these sections throughout the lesson, thus showing students where the skill is applied in real-world settings. Immediately following the initial occupational connection, students are asked to consider a problem that demonstrates how someone in the occupation might apply the concept addressed in that lesson. Learning goals and objectives are clearly established in every lesson in the lesson objectives section. Students and teachers view this before the lesson so that they understand exactly what they should be able to do upon the lesson's completion. The Math Essentials sections introduce students to topics of the lesson, including vocabulary, prior knowledge, and math skills. Because all of our lessons are digital, students engage with interactive components throughout the lesson, such as these flashcards that are used as self-assessment as students recall previous knowledge. Example sections are opportunities for students to see how the skills taught in the Math Essentials portion apply to various problems. Each question provides guided step-by-step instructions of how to find the solution, along with the mathematical reasoning behind each step. Students can practice the specific skills taught in the Math Essentials and examples in the Build Your Skills sections. Each Build Your Skills section will include an additional Did You Know statement to connect the math and concepts to a different high-value career. Career preparation practice sections are where students practice the skills taught in the entire lesson. Problems are open-ended, and students are often required to show work to successfully complete the problems. Career preparation check sections utilize question types such as multiple choice, matching, and ordering. Use it on the job questions are integrated at the end of the career preparation practice and career preparation check sections. These questions present problems directly related to the skills and situations that could be found in a particular career. Students must consider the occupation and the application of the mathematical concepts presented in the lesson to solve the problems. The Pathway to Careers math assessments were created in partnership with Metametrics, the developer of the widely adopted quantile framework for mathematics. Each assessment provides students with a quantile measure that represents students' mathematical achievement level and indicates the skills and concepts they are ready to learn. This information allows educators to align instruction and educational materials more easily to a student's current skill level. With assessments given at the beginning, middle, and end of the year, students and teachers can track students' progress throughout the year. A student's increasing quantile measure is an indication of their readiness to learn progressively more complex mathematical concepts. Student quantile measures can also be compared to entry-level math demands of different careers in the Quantile Career Database, so that students can see how their learning applies to their current and future employment potential. More information regarding the Pathway to Careers math assessment, including detailed information about the specific content in each assessment, can be found in the Pathway to Careers Teaching Strategies and Guidance. As part of the teacher editions, teachers gain access to integral materials for successful implementation, including the Pathway to Careers instructional scope and sequence, which shows how the curriculum is intentionally designed to cover all math standards. The Curriculum Standards Crosswalk aligns the course lessons with standards. The Teaching Strategies and Guidance, which provides relevant instructional pedagogies, methodologies, and suggestions about how to implement the Pathway to Careers math curriculum in the classroom. Teachers learn about topics such as culturally and linguistically responsive teaching, Pathway to Careers lesson structures, academic conversations, scoring, feedback, and much more. Teacher materials also include pacing guides, various student supports, home communication flyers, and a lesson planning template. Because Algebra II is challenging coursework, Pathway to Careers supports flexibility in how Algebra II is delivered. Schools may choose to assign Algebra II as a one-year course or as a two-year course, with Algebra 2A in the first year and Algebra 2B in the second year. When delivering Algebra 2 as a two-year course with Algebra 2A and Algebra 2B, the curriculum uses the major and supporting content of the standards. Enrichment lessons are included to support a deeper dive into the content as students work towards conceptual understanding and application of mathematical concepts. For Algebra II as a one-year course, the table of contents and pacing guides denote which lessons are considered supporting or enrichment content. While these lessons are still available to assign and teach, teachers may choose to omit or abbreviate these lessons based on the student's needs and timing. The split course structure of Algebra 2A and Algebra 2B is maintained in the digital platform for a full year course. This supports teachers in their instructional planning. Teachers are able to see the intended instructional sequence of supporting or enrichment lessons as they fit logically within the course. The curriculum for Algebra II is designed to follow a typical second-year high school algebra class and may be placed directly after Algebra I or after geometry in the course sequence. The course addresses various standards in the high school content categories for number and quantity, algebra, functions, and statistics and probability, as well as any prerequisite skills needed for the development of these topics. Each lesson is aligned to at least one standard, and most also develop content taught in previous courses in preparation for the content of the standard. In Algebra II, students build on their previous coursework with linear, quadratic, and exponential functions, and then expand on those abilities as they model and solve equations by applying complex numbers to quadratic functions and solving exponential equations using the properties of logarithm, in addition to finding the inverses of various functions. The introduction of absolute value and piecewise functions, radical functions, rational functions, and conic sections increases understanding the applications of functions in the real world. Students extend their understanding of systems of equations with the introduction of matrices and grow their understanding of modeling mathematics by applying vectors, trigonometric equations, and the unit circle. They use prior learning of sequences and series, basic probability, measures of data to find sums, to learn about discrete probability, and to apply the normal distribute in addition to learning new symbolism to represent mathematical concepts. The course concludes with 3 enrichment chapters designed to engage students and encourage them to look beyond the curriculum for mathematic learning opportunities. Please see the Pathway to Careers Instructional Scope and Sequence and Curriculum Standards Crosswalk for more detailed information regarding the content of Algebra II. Pathway to Careers is a unique learning experience that connects math concepts to more than 650 high-value careers to better prepare all students for success. When a student can connect what they are learning to their potential career, it can change the trajectory of that student's life. Because when you can see it, you can be it.